good topic. I'm back on a good topic. I made this part one. I made it part one because you know there's going to be part two. You know there's going to be many people that get into these comments and they want to talk about how this war is affecting all the people all around the world. But first and foremost, let's give praise. Let's give thanks to the Alpha Omega, the Creator and everything in existence, for giving us inspiration and power to exist during this time to see what's going on, right? And if you need something to say, want to say something, get in my comments because you can contribute to this topic and video getting out to so many people. You know, so many people want to hear my point of view of this war, right? That is affecting so many people on both sides of the world. The decisions that's being made based on fame, fortune, riches, light shares and squad, lights, cameras, and actions is taking a toll on both sides. And the reason why it's taking a toll on both sides because we know this act of war, it can be a lose-lose situation for everybody, especially people that don't agree with the war, the tactics that's being used, right? So I want to get into right the decisions that's being made based on future events that's put in place by people, but ultimately it's put in place by this sick barbaric devil demon mindset way of life, which is not human being, which get human being to do the dirty work, which get mankind in certain civilizations, right, to do is dirty work. This is an actual true fact. Because it doesn't have the heart to go after certain civilizations and certain things. So it gets this physical, solid material, which is part of the earth, to do its bidding. To do its bidding. And how it get it, it places things in front of you, right? Whether it be fame, fortune, and riches, life, squad, lights, cameras, and actions, to tell you that this material and everything else is everlasting if you do A, B, C. But it's not telling you that it's going to backdoor you, and that is its trait. It always backdoor you. You see, when this administration got up on the news and publicly say we are going to destroy their civilization or civilization, this is an act that we all know and seen before that came from this sick barbaric devil demon. What happened to what? What happened when the Alpha Omega created mankind? This is an actually true fact. That's his talk. That is his talk. His objective is to destroy the whole humanity. He has no love. He has no empathy for mankind, period. Your creation. He doesn't care if you white, you black, or anything. He's going to use you and then dispose of you like you trash or garbage. This is an actually true fact. So now if you are in the building, I will appreciate if you take the poll. The poll, right? Do you believe that war is good? Right now it's at 50-50. It's at 50-50. War is good and necessary to keep balance upon the earth and upon spirituality. War always been in existence. It always been war. If you look in the animal kingdom and you look in the insect world, there's always been world with different species trying to take over different species. There's always been war, right? But we have an obligation to protect our civilization. The Creator gives us the right to protect, but He also gives us the right to what? We as intelligent mankind, we have the free will to pick and choose if we should go to war or if we don't should go to war. In the way this sick barbaric devil demon has manifest and modified, the option of war is at an all-time high. His objective is to get you to eliminate civilization or certain civilization, right? While he sit back, right, and see you destroy people. And by you not having empathy, by you not having love for the next man, that means that you are taking on the traits of something that's less than you. And what is less than you? The sick, barbaric devil demon, right, that you cannot see with your eye. See, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you how this thing works. This thing is so slick that it asks the Alpha Omega for respite into the day that he risen everybody up to be questioned of their free will, right? Not because he wants to show the Alpha Omega that the creation that you created, mankind that you created, is nothing and is garbage, and they are solid and of this earth, which has a beginning and end. He wants to show the Alpha Omega that we are cowards and that he should have never created mankind, right? So I want us to know that spiritually, you know the act of war, right? When you go to war, you're going to have casualties, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, right? Setbacks and rebuild. This is why if you look in the animal kingdom and you look in the insect kingdom, they don't have free will. They have instincts. Now, they have emotion and personality. Everything in creation is justice and balance. Just and balance. When mankind go over justice and balance, it'll start to affect things physical, mental, and spiritually, right? And this is why the decisions that we make can affect millions and billions of people all around the world, not just physically, but spiritually, right? And this is something that this sick, barbaric devil demon has lied to you. He has lied to you. And the meaning that he has lied to you, the same way that he lied to Canaan, the same way that he lied to Adam and Eve, is the same thing that he's doing to us. But on a larger scale, and the scale is modified that me and you can't see. Now you have a portion of people that uphold this evil. And why are you upholding this evil? Because you are getting your teachings and your ways and actions from this sick, evil thing that is the op of you and the op of me. It's an actually true fact. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is an actually true fact. Once you get into spirituality and see the foundation on how things work and how it was. This thing asks for respite because it is a coward, because it knows that we have the ability to do what? We have the ability to transform our spirit and to tap into our spirit, and your spirit is the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is it, but with limitations to attack it. If we use our God-given gifts and talents, we can attack these entities. You see, the physical body has limitations. It has limitations. It is bound to do what? It is bound to the earth, and the earth it is bound to, right? It is also bound to the universe, which has a beginning and end. But the only thing that's not bound, right, is that spirit. The spirit is the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is it, but with limitation. That spirit is not creation. is not part of creation. And being that it's not part of creation, that means that it has a connection to no beginning and end. So that means that a portion of us have no beginning and end. It has the ability to do what? To make choices with free will so that we don't act off our emotion, our personality, and out of ignorance. This is an actually true fact. And the reason why all these things are going on because we are acting off our emotions and our knowledge and everything else is superseding our intelligence and our choice and our free will. Because we are replacing it with the decision, right, of this sick, barbaric devil demon that's here to destroy you and me. Right? Man creation. Now, a portion of the civilizations feel that, listen, I'm going to challenge the creator. I'm going to challenge the supreme being. I'm going to challenge him. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? This is an actually true fact. And I'm going to keep it real with you. They feel that why punish? I'm going to keep it real with you. Why punish us that you gave us free will to do as you please? Now, Canaan, when he killed Abel, this is where this started from. I'm telling you, this is where this started from. It started to grow legs with Cain and Abel. When Canaan killed Abel, peace of blessings be upon him, Abel told him, if you put your hands up against me, you are going to become a lost one. And a lost one he became. Abel did not know that the Alpha Omega was going to snatch his spirit, right? The spirit is the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is it, but with limitation. And snatch his melanin out his body and debase him and said, B8, 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 dumb, deaf, and blind, you will not return back to the path Canaan. So what it's doing is telling certain civilization, Cain descendants, that why you want to uphold him? Why you want to uphold the Almighty? He don't even call him the Almighty. Why you want to uphold his existence? Why you want to uphold him? Where that he curse you, right, and curse your skin, but not telling the truth. The reason why Canaan got cursed, right, is because he killed his brother out of jealousy and envy and hatred. It's an actually true fact. He's not going to tell you that. This is why this came about. Now, we had nothing to do with that. We had nothing to do with that. That is between the Alpha Omega, and that's between Canaan, and that's between the sick barbaric devil demon. See, he's been lying to you. He's been telling you that, you know, you are cursed, you this, you that, and everything else. Now, I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to lie to you. Your father did this to you. So the initially thinking is that you can blame your father, Canaan, and you can blame this entity, devil, demonic, evil, twisted way of life for causing your skin to be cursed and to be causing your spirit to be snatched out of your body. We had nothing to do with that. Because the objective was to get all of us back up. Abel was this close to getting all of us backed up. All of us. But being that this sick, barbaric devil demon didn't want that, he got his brother to kill him. And they both was melanated. And this set off the war. This set off the war of good and evil. And this created disbelief. Because before that, it was only belief amongst us, amongst mankind. It was belief. Because the Creator says in scriptures that mankind was one. Creation was one. Mankind different later, and that's when everything fell apart. That's an actually true fact. And what mankind that he's talking about? He's talking about what? About Cain and Abel. That's an actually true fact. That's what separates everything. Because that's when non-belief belief came into existence. Because Cain was jealous of his brother. His brother was doing more than him. Why? And Cain couldn't figure that out. The reason why he couldn't figure that out, because he was learning secretly to the sick, barbaric, devil, demon mindset. This is actually true fact. That is a maniac. And he's been waging war upon Abel descendants ever since. He's been waging war upon good. Good exists in everybody. It doesn't matter what civilization, right? So we know and understand spiritually that that's not your fault. That's not just of your father fall upon you, Canaan. Because he reversed the curse. He reversed it. Spiritually, he reversed it, but not physically, right? Spiritually, he reversed it. And how he reversed it, he gave you scriptures and prophets and everything else. Even though you don't have a spirit, you don't have a spirit, but you have a soul and you have free will. Now, this sick, barbaric, devil, demon, it has a soul, but it don't have a spirit, and it has free will. That doesn't make you this evil. He's just using you. And he told you lies to hate the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything exists. He has been telling you lies. He has cursed you, curse you, curse you, curse you. But the reality to the fact, it was him that did it. He did it initially. He's not going to tell you that because he has been using you for years and years and years and years and years to wage war, to kill everything upon this earth. Why sitting there on his throne to say that he's king and God of this earth? It's actually true fact. He has been using you to set up systems and everything else to destroy the benefit of mankind and destroy yourself at the same time while lying to you. Because at the end of the day, he's going to put the finger at you because you have the free will to pick and choose to stop this war and go to what? Go to the old-fashioned ways, right? And delegate and agree to disagree for the better ability of mankind of the so-called future. Yes, the old ways was done with trading and everything else, because that's not cool. Going to somebody else's land, taking their resources, and saying that you're going to kill and wipe out their civilization. You understand what I'm saying? That's not cool. It shows the lack of empathy. It shows the lack of care, and it shows the lack of concern of mankind. Because regardless of what, however you want to see it, you are part of mankind. You are part of the free will, however it may go. This is an actually true fact. So, this information of what we're talking about, you're not going to find this nowhere else on anybody else's platform, because we deal with spirituality. We deal with what? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding with mathematics, and defining yourself, defining your square, defining your circle, so that we can have spirituality, which is the foundation, which can help us stop this war of decisions, which is ultimately being led by this sick, demonic, devil, demon, evil. That is not a human being. That is getting human beings, has been lying to them for years upon years to wage war upon mankind and anything else. This is an actually true fact. This is an actually true fact. So I hope and pray that this video, that this content finds you and your loved one in the best of health. And this is what we need to do what? This is what we need is to get to, look, to the future. But there's no future. Time is going backwards. It is not going forward. And you know why it's going backwards? Because of decisions of us. And this sick, barbaric, devil, demon knows that time is going backwards, not going forward. See, he's been lying to you because he don't understand that you don't have the ability to tap in. But people that can tap in and know spirituality know that time is going back. So it's our objective and our duty is to warn each and everybody what's going to take place. And what's going to take place is going to come a time where all lights is going to go out, and spirituality is going to be a focus, and a light and a beacon to getting us through the maze of darkness. Is an actually true fact. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that. Because you know why? It's really, really important for us to do that. It's really, really important to uphold the oneness in the worship of the Alpha Omega. The devil is the origin God. What about the watchers who were divine and came from the heavens? There's always watchers. There's always watchers. There's always those that's put with authority upon the earth and up above the earth to watch over all things. But ultimately, it is that Alpha Omega, the creator and everything existing, watch over all of us. Watch over all of us. Watch over every movement, every motion upon everything in existence, whether it be inanimated, whether it be animated. Watch over all things. And I want you to understand that. Specifically, of course, we was the watchers. That's why a portion of us was created. Because the reason why the Alpha Omega used the earth is so that we can do what? Keep justice and balance upon the earth and keep justice and balance upon what? The universe and everything in between, to serve the Alpha Omega, not to worship him. The initiative of him duplicating himself and then putting a portion of this solid liquid above, no, I'm not above, upon, right, a duplication of himself, is to keep justice and balance upon the earth. This is an actual true fact. Hope you understand what I get. The initial creation of us, right, which has a beginning and end of this earth, right, in the universe, is so that we can keep justice and balance upon the earth. And a portion of us have no beginning and end. It's that spirit. So it's to keep justice and balance. This is why everything in creation bowed down to us, and this sick, barbaric devil demon didn't do it. Didn't do it. He failed to do it. He failed to recognize mankind, that we were the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is us, but with limitation. This is why when he seen the physical body, he went through the whole physical body and said, mankind is hallowed. But he did not know that spirit, which is the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is it, that he was going to bless that into mankind. And when he did that, everything in existence recognized that he duplicated himself, right? And created mankind. The creation is of Khun Fire Khun, the earth. The earth is of Khun Fire Khun. Of course, the earth and everything in existence has a soul, but it don't have a spirit. Everything don't have free will. The Alpha Omega has free will. We have free will, and the sick, barbaric devil demon has free will. So I want us to understand that. But the objective is to understand war is necessary sometimes, but it's not necessary sometimes. War is necessary to keep justice and balance upon the earth, the universe, and everything else, so things will not get out of hand. By things that have free will. By things that have free will. Now, he placed certain abilities and certain gifts in mankind so that we can do what? So we can keep justice and balance upon mankind. And one of the things was this melanin. This melanin has access to enter physical things and to talk to physical things, whether it be electronically, whether it be through energy waves and everything else, with sound and everything else. This melanin unlocks secrets and keys so that we can keep justice and balance. This sick barbaric know everything about us, but we don't know everything about it. A few of us, A few of us do. And I'm one of them that is blessed, that is the interpreter, that is the tactician, and the organizer here on YouTube to tell us like it is, not like, and to tell us like it was. So that we can do what? So that we can basically keep justice and balance now in the present time. Yes, yes. So a lot of people, right, they said that 62% of the poll said, do you think war is good? They said no, war is good. 39% says yes. So we know and understand that a lot of people don't like war, but war is necessary to keep justice and balance upon mankind and upon the whole entire universe. Because things will get out of hand. It will get out of hand. Like we see now, where people just trying to trim and tear through people land for fame, fortune, and riches, life, shades, squad, life came into action, so that in the future, our civilization will be dominant. And that's not how it works. That's not balance. That's not balance. What's balanced that we come to the table and come to a common degree denominator for a better future for mankind existence while we are here in this physical existent world. And this will get things done. This will get things done. I really appreciate it that you care, that you like and share and get this information out. Yes, this is one of the top dopest channels out right now on YouTube. That's coming from a spiritual existence. That's coming from a spiritual foundation. That's coming from a person that have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and understand my square, understand my circle. So I can define myself in order to get information from the Most High, the Most Glory, the creator of everything existing, so I can give it to you. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, princes and princesses all around the world. This is the accurate knowledge, the accurate teaching, the accurate information, and the accurate guidance that we need during our civilization. Able civilizations. That's right. Keep your eyes open and your head is murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. Live the life, lead the life. Ain't no thing. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me. Encloak yourself with your lower desire of fame, fortune, and riches. Life shades and squad, lights, cameras, and actions. Not going to tell you that it's going to backdoor you in the end. Put you in the why me pens, put you in the jail, put you in prisons, put you as a slave, as an organ donor and fertilizer for this earth. It's not going to tell you that. You cannot see it with a physical eye. You can only see it with a spiritual eye, and your spiritual eye is the foundation of existence because you are the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is you, but with limitations. So this is part one. Part two is coming up. You guys have an amazing day. Peace, y'all. Peace to the gods. Peace to the goddess. Peace to the earth. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.